We're actually live
Are
here.
you ready, babies?
Oh, shows nothing coming, so we must be alright. Hello, everybody. We're going to do some streaming with Diablo. I'm going to hop back in the Discord here soon. We were having some intense conversations about life stuff and things like that. And freaking, I had realized that it was already 9:10, and I needed to get out of there and get this, stream started. I was supposed to have this start at like 8:30. Freaking. So that way I'd have proper time to stream, as I do need to go to bed a bit earlier today, so I can get up in time to get some of the things I want to do tomorrow. Like, I want to get a Borderlands stream in before the reset happens, and of course then I gotta find the black market and make that video. So, it becomes a whole ordeal, everybody. It becomes a whole ordeal. But I am going to hop in there in just a moment after I get everything set up here and get started working on things. Gonna be working on grinding out some materials and stuff and raising up some Paragon level, looking for some gear, getting everything finished with the masterworks and things that I'm doing, right? So, getting up and gaining some small progress, seeing what we can do with a couple hours. And then I gotta get right and trying to get to bed after this. Alrighty. I am almost finished with the setup here. And then we can get started. As soon as this thing reacts. There we go. Finally. Apologize about that. There's some of these things that I can't do with the technology that I have right now until after the stream starts. So that's why we're in the situation we're in. But I'm going to go ahead and join that Discord back up right meow. And then I've got to pee. Alright, everybody, I'm back in Discord. I'm going to go pee real quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. Also, sorry to interrupt the conversation. I heard you talking when I came in. Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yeah. That's how I used to do it back in Black Desert. Freaking. And I'd saturate the market with all my failed crafts. Which is freaking nice. Yeah. Do you still have to spend a little currency to put your stuff on the market, though? Okay, because freaking, I remember when I played, like, it cost gold to fucking put stuff up for sale. Yeah. 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 Well, no, I'm not against it costing gold. It's just like I remember being hesitant because it costs gold putting things on the market because I didn't know like what would sell and I didn't want to put something on there and waste my gold putting it up just for it to not sell, you know? Mhm. Right. You have to rekey it. Yeah. Mhm. Sell. Yeah. Mhm. Oh man. Mhm. Damn. Mhm. I gotcha.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Damn. So unrelated, but it's still a game. Uh, I just got a fucking another piece of chaos armor out of a fucking pit. I don't get why people are saying. I don't get why people are saying it's so hard to get chaos armor in this shit because like I'm not even doing the stuff that you're supposed to do to get chaos armor. I'm getting chaos armor like crazy. Like I'm freaking
This place
not
is
even that far into it. I barely played this season. I've already got a full row of gear in my stash box of fucking chaos armor that I found. Mm. Well, that's all RNG based, but like I don't know. Yeah, some people are complaining fairly heavily about like they haven't seen a single chaos unique all season and things like that. And I've been getting them constantly since I hit level 60. I really just think it's people not putting in the work to farm things. Because, like I said, I haven't even been playing that much this season at all yet, and I've already gotten quite a few. Right. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about it. And, some of it can be bad RNG, too. Because I've been in those bad RNG moments. Like, freaking last season, I farmed with Mike and Matthew for fucking hours on Belial, and they were both getting mythics like crazy, and I wasn't getting a single one. And I was the one doing all the killing. So like I can get where like should I yeah, right. So like fucking RNG can be a bitch sometimes. I get it, but also like I don't feel like it's all that hard either. I don't know because you know Randy's also a word for coming, so it's like I don't know. That would be some confusing terminology or getting turned on also. Yeah, do I make you Randy? I don't know if using it as a term for bitch would go over so well. Hey man, if you can lose it, did you ever really have it? No. I like that his mojo was actually like a physical thing that they could fucking pull out of his body though. That was the part that fucking got me. I was like, how the fuck even? And then when fucking Dr. Evil drinks that shit, it fucking gets it on with what's her name. And that's how Scotty was made. And it's like, it's crazy we get Scotty's origin of how he was made after we already know who he is, though. It's like, so you're telling me that they are able to solve time travel plot holes, but Terminator couldn't? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I'm curious about that. I'm gonna have to check into that because I know whenever Mike was talking about making the new one, he said if he does make a new one, he wants to make it from Doctor Evil's perspective. Like it's always from Austin's perspective. He wants to make the next one from Doctor Evil's perspective. Yeah, but from like the Doctor Evil side. Yeah, yeah, bro. Make him the main character. Do shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, even if they don't like reverse the movies and stuff, it'd still be cool to see like them continue a plot line, but from freaking, like I said, from the perspective of like Doctor Evil trying to make the plans and take over the world and shit, and then always having fucking like Austin or somebody show up to stop him. Yeah. No, that him being his brother shit was fucking wild. Daddy, Daddy didn't care. In my underwear. Fuck. No, it was, bro. That shit lives rent free in my head. It has since that movie came out. Fucking shit's so stupid, but it's so funny. Yeah, Vern Troyer's not gonna be there. We probably won't have a mini me. You know? Oh yeah. And the song lyrics from that movie still live up in my head. It's so damn catchy, man. Fucking Classico and fucking really a lot of the beginning stuff more sticks, but also Beelzebub, the final song, that one sticks in my head. Or the technically actual final song was the It's the Big Destiny Shine. Yeah, that shit stays in my fucking head. Like, but probably my favorite part of the movie though is the Classico part where he first arrives. And can't you see he's a man? He's more than a man. It's a shiny golden gun. Yeah. Yeah. Can't sing too much of it because, you know, I'm streaming. I don't want to get copyrighted. You get where I was going with that. Oh, you speaking of brutal, I don't know if you listened in the podcast or not. We were talking about the whole thing with like Moist Critical made a video talking about how a lot of her, even her like real diehard fans, were saying she bombed on this latest album and how it was like really money grubby because she's got like fucking 23 different versions where like sometimes the only difference in the album version is like the art cover. Not even any of the songs are different. Like sometimes it's just one or two songs and shit like that. And he talked about some of the lyrics, right? And he got copyright flagged just for mentioning lyrics. He didn't sing them or anything. He mentioned a couple lyrics, and they copyright flagged him for mentioning the lyrics. He was able to get it reversed, but it was still, you know, yeah, it's still stupid. Yeah, that he got copyright struck just for talking about the lyrics. He wasn't even singing them. He was talking about them. And it was even worse. It's like, bitch, I was trying to defend you and saying the song wasn't that terrible. He didn't say it was good, but he said it wasn't as terrible as everybody made it out by. The Moist Critical guy. Yeah, we're talking about Moist Critical was talking about Taylor's fans because he said you know, the thing that brought it up and the reason I even wanted to talk about it is because I was also in shock that because you know her diehard fans usually nothing she does could be wrong, and the fact that some of them were even saying that the album was bad was fucking saying something, you know. Like if you got your diehard fans not liking your new album, that's a fucking problem. You know. So, but it's still crazy that he got copyright flagged while trying to defend the bitch. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's fucking so bad. That's so bad. I didn't know they were doing that. I'm upset about this. I know they cast him as they cast a black actor for him, and I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't realize they cast it to make it look like he was getting bullied in school because he was black. It wasn't because of fucking how he looked that he was getting bullied. He was getting bullied because he was a fucking nerd. Yeah. Right. Oh, what? Man, I used to be excited about the freaking new Harry Potter series because when they first announced it, they said they were going to be more faithful to the books and that like all the stuff they had to cut out in the movies and stuff to be able to fit it into a movie format. They were going to have all of that in the book because like they cut out whole characters from the movies because there wasn't enough time in the movie to have them. Just for the first book. Oh god. Jesus. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because he wasn't in the books. If you're faithfully adapting something, you got part of being faithfully adapted is matching the description of the person in the book. Yeah. You know, it's like I don't care about any of that stuff. You be who you are. People are just people. All right. It's the same conversation I had with everybody when, that conversation went down the other day. People are people. It doesn't matter what you look like. That's not the problem. Problem is like people can have criticisms on like the way they don't like things. It's just like the people that like my buddy Cody, for example, that didn't like freaking Ezra Miller as the Flash because fucking the Flash has always canonically been in every fucking comic. Barry Allen's always been blonde hair, blue eyes. You know? Yeah. And well, he also didn't like his mannerisms and stuff because they kind of made the Flash into like a joke character in the Justice League and stuff. Well, because yeah, bro could have been Impulse. Impulse at least is freaking like he fits the appearance description of Impulse at least. But for the fact of the day is like Mike was saying, he's still a freaking piece of shit person, piece of work for sure. Yeah, yeah, no, he's a little effed up in the head there. But and the movie wasn't bad either. Like I liked the movie. It's just like I get, and I didn't completely dislike him. I just didn't like that they made him so jokey, and fucking I could understand people's complaints about it. You know, it's like I can get the same thing. It's like actually really liked Jason Momoa as fucking Aquaman, but I could also see why people were upset that he didn't look like Aquaman from the comics. Bro looked nothing like him. Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah, no. I'm excited to see him as Lobo and Supergirl. That was one of the best things they freaking done. I did not know that they were doing a new trilogy. Okay, that's interesting. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Right. That kind of relationship. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Oh, that reminds me. I need to get caught up on Rings of Power too. I haven't watched the new season yet. Yeah. Season one seemed like it kind of dragged a lot in certain parts. Like, I get that they were setting up lore and things like that, but man, there's so many draggy parts, it was hard to get into because of that. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, and that stuff's important. And it shows just like in the Witcher series, technically there's 7 books. Like there's the 4 main ones that just followed Geralt's story and all that stuff, but there's 3 books that take place before those main events that are kind of like anthology style. Like there's several stories in one book, you know. And fucking like he's in part of that stuff, and it's really important for like the world building and everything of that for The Witcher. Like I have all the books. Oh yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. No, he was a bad motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah.
May your road be. I forged
Yeah.
more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Oh, well, it's like they don't do a good job of explaining it. That's the same reason why Gandalf goes from Gandalf the Grey to Gandalf the White after fighting that Balrog. Like, it's because whenever, you know, at the end of the battle, when he defeats it, he gets the power from it. Fucking guy. So, yeah, a lot of people don't, like, understand a lot of that stuff because they didn't go over it very well in the movie. So I'm glad they're starting to do stuff like that. That's got me excited. speaking of things, bro. So I thought George R. R. Martin had died because of this fucking post that HBO made. It was just the way that they set it up. It looked like it was a fucking like one of those in memoriam type picture things. And then until you read what's on the shield, and it's just them advertising the new fucking Game of Thrones spin-off show. The fucking Night of the Seven Kingdom that's supposed to be coming out, right? But when I first saw that shit, I was like, damn, we are never gonna get the end of the Game of Thrones. Bro just died, but no, no, bro's still alive. They just fucking poorly advertised their new show. They made it seem like this motherfucker died. Which one? The House of Dragon? Uh, I have not watched the second season yet. I didn't finish the first season because I was waiting for episodes to come out and then I forgot about it. But what I had saw of it so far, I liked it better than the end of Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, yeah. No, he fucking. Oh, okay. That's not the part I thought you were talking about. Oh, they have fucking people banging the people they're related to throughout Game of Thrones. So that shit I'm used to. But fucking thing that got me tripped out was in the new House of Dragon is freaking like I get what was happening. Like bro was fucking using his daughter to put a power play in and stuff like that, and like she's trying to raise the rank of her family. But it was kind of fucked up that literally right after the fucking main character's dad, who's the king, like at the time, right after her mom dies, her best friend fucking starts hitting on her dad and becomes his new wife. I was like, I get what was going on, but at the same time, that's a bit fucked up. Yeah. So it's just this. It's real fucked up. Yeah. No, that's just shit you get you. Yeah, this is just the shit you get used to, though. Just like a fucking, it was a little off-putting at first, but eventually, at some point, you get used to fucking Cersei and fucking what's his name, fucking all the time, in fucking Game of Thrones, her fucking brother, Jamie, Jamie. I don't know why I didn't know why it was fucking such a hard time remembering bro's name. He was one of my favorite characters from the show. Not at first. I didn't like him in the first so many seasons. He's a bit of a dick. But after he started fucking... Basically, after the first time he gets captured and he starts being forced to have character growth and gets his fucking arm cut off and shit. Or his hand cut off. He fucking has to, and it's his fucking sword fighting hand and shit. So like when he gets it cut off and has to fucking learn how to fight with his other hand and shit, and you see the struggles that he goes through. Like there's a lot of character growth. Yeah. So like by the end, yeah. Oh fucking him, and it was sad that they killed Tyrion too. That was my bro. That was my favorite character of the whole fucking show. Him and the fucking guy with no dick. What was his name? Varys or something like that. Yeah. The that motherfucker was a straight up gangster, bro. Man didn't need a fucking dick to be a gangster. And it was fucked up too when you find out why he doesn't have one too. Is because some fucking guy who thought he was a wizard fucking cut it off for some kind of ritual to try to summon some fucking demons and shit. Or well, the guy was actually a sorcerer. Like he did cast magic with his fucking penis, but like yeah, he cut off his penis and cast a spell with it. He was what happened to Varus, the reason he was a eunuch is because fucking he got captured by a sorcerer who was fucking cutting these kids' dicks off and casting spells with their dicks. Yeah, burn them into the fire and shit. Oh man, it's just fucking funny, yeah, when you put it that way, but it's also really fucked up, man. Like, bro, out here casting dick magic and shit. Fucking burning on these fucking dicks in the fire to cast spells. It was really fucked up. But the most gangster thing is when he's telling you about the story about what happened to him. When he gets to the part where, like, the first thing he did once he got money is he paid some motherfuckers to ship that fucking guy back to him in a fucking box and tortured the shit out of him until he died. I was like, that's some gangster shit right there. He's like, oh, you gonna cut my dick off? This is the long game we playing here. And you be sleeping one day, some motherfucker's gonna stuff your ass in a fucking box, ship you to me, and then you're gonna be fucked. hmm That's the thing I liked about him, man. And he was always like fucking so many steps ahead of people too. Like he was really good. He was willing to do. Well, he was a kid when it happened. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He fucking had that motherfucker. Yeah, he fucking hunted that motherfucker down, bro. Straight up fucking gangster. Like, and that's the most gangster thing he did was right before he died. He made those decisions for the fucking good of the kingdom, knowing that Khaleesi was gonna light his ass on fire for it. Bro didn't give a fuck. Like, he really was, like, the motherfucker making shit happen.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, I respect some things, and I need to finish up and get caught up on fucking House of Dragon. I did enjoy watching it. It's just gonna have to be on my list of things to get caught up on. Right now, I've been working on slowly catching up on, all the Marvel stuff I've been behind on. Like I recently watched the Thunderbolts and freaking Captain America: Brave New World, right? And honestly, like I don't think that like it was weird. I enjoyed Thunderbolts, but I don't think it was as good and hyped up as everybody made it sound. Like I really enjoyed it, and it was a really good movie, but it was not as good as people were making it sound. Like, oh, this is the best movie they've had since fucking Endgame. No, like it was all right. It sat right in there with the Doctor Strange fucking madness movie with fucking Scarlet Witch as the main villain. Like that movie and this, they're about the same level for me. I enjoyed them both about the same, right? Oh, that's a whole different ball game there. Fucking like these motherfuckers done fucked up firing James Gunn. Motherfucker went over to DC and he is running that shit amazingly. Like I fucking love that new Superman movie. I don't even like Superman and I love that new Superman movie. Oh, it's the reason it's getting so much hate is because it's not Henry Cavill and there's too many fucking people riding his dick. Yes, he was a good Superman, but he's not. He was a dark, edgy Superman. That's not Superman. I don't even fucking like Superman. I can tell you what the fuck Superman's supposed to be. Like I get Superman. I understand the ideal of Superman. It's the ideal of Superman why I don't like Superman. And Henry Cavill wasn't Superman. His Superman wasn't Superman. That was a guy with Superman's powers that had some anger issues. You know, and like it was very fleshed out in like the Man of Steel, but the big problem we had with the way they set that up is we didn't get another standalone Superman movie to kind of like pace things out. We went from that to now he's fighting Batman to oh shit, now he's fucking dead and we fucking got to bring his ass back to life for fucking we're going to fucking die against goddamn Steppenwolf here. You know? Like because motherfucker was dead, bro. Like, you bring my ass back to life, I'm gonna be fucking in some kind of shock and shit too, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, bro, I was dead. You should have left me there. What the fuck? Like, bro coming back fucking acting like he got put in a Lazarus pit and shit. They basically made a Lazarus pit with all the shit they did to bring him back. With that fucking mother box and everything. And that was also a weird direction. I don't like what they did with the mother boxes. They didn't feel very mother boxy, you know. And then also, if the mother boxes form together to make the father box, what the fuck is the like mother box and father box were separate entities before? Why do we need three mother boxes to make a father box? They're fucking supposed to be two different things. Like they're supposed to have different functions. And yes, while one of the father boxes' functions is to control mother boxes, okay, it still has other separate functions that it can do that mother boxes can't, and there's things that mother boxes can do that it can't. Like make boom tubes, for example. Oh, yeah, well, here's the thing: is like I really do enjoy all that stuff, and I like Zack Snyder's work. But here's the thing: is Zack Snyder's the dark DC guy, okay? And honestly, they should have like had his thing be separate from their mainline universe from the start, because all he's gonna do is make dark, edgy stories. He's the reason we got fucking the dark metal fucking age run of all the comic books. He's the reason we got fucking the Batman Who Laughs and all that shit. You know, but that's the thing. Like he's a great writer for DC, but people got to keep in mind he's the dark, edgy guy. Like he's there for making the dark, edgy stories. That's not the way they were to be intended. That's why I like the way James Gunn's doing it, because like he came in to make a comic book movie. He wasn't trying to make it into his own thing with a superhero. No, he wanted to make it you believe that you were fucking watching a live action version of something you could have read in the comic books. Oh, I don't know. Fucking Kevin Feige and all of them apparently. No, I liked Brightburn. I liked Super. I love the Peacemaker show so far. I like his fucking Suicide Squad movie, the second one, right? Fucking, I love Blue Beetle. Fucking the whole Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy is a fucking masterpiece right there. And I'm glad they brought him back and let him finish that third movie, though. I will give them the credit for that. I'm glad they let him finish that third movie, but it was fucked up they fired him in the middle of making it in the first place. Oh, it's because he fucking creatively was clashing with what they wanted to do. He plans out these things like way in advance. Just like I have a whole new appreciation for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I will watch them differently now after I watched an interview of him talking about them. You guys realize that to James Gunn, like, and you can see it if you think about it after finding out this information. From his perspective, when he was writing the movie, he wrote the movie as if Rocket was the main character. Like through that whole series, like yes, they all have their own character growth movements and they have their own stings, and it does look like, for the most part, that Star Lord's the main character, but it's not actually him. In James Gunn's opinion, Rocket was the main character of that series. Like what you're getting is like everything leading up to that final moment with Rocket's backstory in Guardians 3. That's like way at the end when the new team's formed up. It's got Rocket as the leader. Like all that shit makes sense now, you know. Oh, and the music, by the way. Bro is a big music fan, and I was listening to him talk about music and stuff, and it totally makes sense to why all his fucking movies and shit slap. Like, the music choices are always great, and they're very fitting. Like, and he doesn't, like, stuck in just, like, one genre of music. He expands out. And he goes through, like, multiple ages of music and things, and he tries to find, like, the best music to fit what he's got going on at the time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because it was all older songs. Well, same thing with the Peacemaker. They're saying that like using an '80s song for the freaking intro and like a lot of the music throughout the show isn't gonna fly with people. That people wouldn't be into all that old '80s music. Bro, I'd never fucking heard of Wigwam before that, but now I love the song. Do you want to taste it? Like, that's a fucking great song, bro. You know? Yeah, bro. But that's things I can things like that I can respect, which is why I'm definitely going to continue. Like, I am now more interested in the DC cinematic universe than I've ever been at this point with him at the helm. Like, I'm actually excited for the next Superman movie. I can't stress this enough. I do not like Superman. I am not a Superman fan. Like, I have spent a long period of time in my life explaining to people why Superman's not as freaking, crazy as they think he is, and that he's literally just a tool that they use to perpetuate hope in the fucking universe. That's all he is. Like, and there's a reason why he's never going to be able to be ultimately the character that can be defeated, because the point of Superman is he's supposed to be this undefeatable thing. And yeah, well, he will always have moments where they can like take him down and things like that. Somehow he's always through some kind of bullshit gonna overcome that. You know. And while that's respectable, like the way that they set him up is like really boring with it. Yeah, but see, there's a difference. Is like there's a mortality to all the other heroes. They can all be killed. Where like this man is set up to be fucking unkillable. You know. Even then, because they have several comic book lines where he fucking gains immunity to kryptonite. You know? Yeah. Yeah. No, they introduced freaking. They introduced three new ones while simultaneously freaking. What was it? My fucking mind blanked out again on the fucking term here. Uh, you go in and you change something from what it was previously. Retcon. They retconned a lot of the other previous colors. Oh yeah, should be getting weird sometimes. Hold on, guys, I gotta let my dogs in. It's mostly just Thena. Everybody else came inside. I'm just waiting on her. Oh, Thena, 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 Thena. Oh man, I'm also super hyped for fucking tomorrow night. Fucking Peacemaker finale for season 2. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, if you start to see anything Peacemaker related pop up and you haven't watched it yet, definitely just scroll past that shit. Oh yeah. Damn. Damn, you got hardcore spoiled because that happened literally the last episode. That like the fucking last week's episode. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because they're on Earth X. That's the Earth where the Nazis won. Oh, not just the black people. All people of any type of ethnicity that's not white. Yeah, that's the Nazi Earth. And fucking man, they did a good job, fucking doing that. Yeah, they put the blinders on him for that one. It's like, how'd you not notice all this shit? And they start pointing it all out. It's just fucking great. Fucking point. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. That's what a lot of people before they revealed it. Like I was one of them. I was already like, I think they're on Earth X because it's like you look around and when they every time they show the alternate reality, you'd sit there and be like, man, there's only white people here. Yes. Mhm. No, it's well, it was the light, and they sent Vandal Savage back because the time machine that they had basically would like rip your body apart and reform it, and he was the only person that they had that could survive it. And man, and the way he went about it was crazy because like in that reality, he got America to team up with the Germans instead of being against them and things like that. Like bro, fucking went all out on that shit. Yeah, it was bad. Earth X, very bad. And that's how you get things like the Nazi Superman and stuff. I'm actually really a little bit upset that we didn't get to see like the fucking fights with like the Nazi-fied versions of like other people. Yeah, no, that's some good stuff that they left out for there because like I liked the whole Crisis with Earth X thing that they did with like the Flash and the Arrowverse stuff. So but I guess that in fairness, I guess they did technically give us all that stuff already with that crossover, but still, like, it would have been cool. And I was listening to the podcast. One of the things that they cut out is you remember Myrn from the first season. Remember how like the guy that the butterfly took over originally was like this fucking horrible, cold-hearted, murderous piece of shit. No, it was the one that they were that he was the guy that they put in charge of them and shit. It was Myrn. The one that turned out to be a butterfly, right? Um, I got you. Freaking. So the thing that James had toyed around with, but they didn't have the time to put it in there, so they had to cut it out. Is they were actually going to have him be like a member of this group called the Sons of Liberty and stuff like that. And like, while he was a real piece of shit in our world, he was supposed to be like a fucking hero in their world and stuff, like fucking civil rights fucking leader type thing, fucking leader of the resistance type shit. Hmm? Yeah. Well, they're a group from the comics. It was Vigilante's group from the comics. Also, Peacemaker and Vigilante are very different in this show. Like they're honestly, this show sparked a new origin for them. Like the new versions of them in the comics are based off of these versions we're getting from the show there because in the comics, Peacemaker and Vigilante were originally politicians that got tired of not being able to change anything in the world, so they started taking things into their own hands. and eventually freaking Peacemaker and Vigilante's ideals cross, and Peacemaker basically ends up outing Vigilante as who he is and all that shit, and that makes him, you know, end up having to go into a life of crime and becomes his arch nemesis. Yeah. Well, and they still are in the show. Yeah. Well, that was the thing. That's the whole point of them in freaking season 2 of the Peacemakers, because, you know, they're fighting for the rights of the fucking poor people who got fucked over this whole situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the whole point of that. Okay. How many more points do I need to make it where I'm trying to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We can do this. See, because I hate when people mess with my incense, I always come up here away from everybody when I go to do a pit, and I pop my incense and wait for the freaking stupid circle thing to disappear, and then I run into my pit. Oh, it's because you're supposed to be able to group up with each other and then have just one person, like, here, like each one of you, like 3 of you just pop an incense, you know, and then like everybody's like saving materials that way and everything. But it should only affect yeah, it should only affect people that well, it's the circle just infects you with it. It's not like you got to be in the circle to get the bonus permanently. Like once the circle touches you, you got the bonus for the 30 minutes. Mhm. If it's like of the same type, it'll switch it to another one. Like the core incense, you know, if you, like the example, you use one that's for willpower for you, but somebody that uses the dexterity one comes through, it'll replace your willpower one with their dexterity one. Yeah. Or honestly, I feel like it should only affect people who are in your party. You know, like it should be a thing for like people who are grouped up together. Mhm. I get them all the time. So, oh no, it's just that you'd have a higher chance of getting the other things than you normally would. That's all it is. Cause like I don't, you'll notice as you level up and go through that the loot rarity starts to change, and you start to see the freaking, you know, blues and purples a lot more often than you see in the freaking whites and the greens. And then, and then they explain to us what the loot quality thing for going up in the Ultimate Vault Hunters affects. It doesn't affect your drop rate for whether it's going to be legendary or not. What it affects is how good it's going to be when it drops. So like for the legendaries and the purples, for example, you're gonna get ones with more licensed parts more often than you do without all the licensed parts. So if you're trying to farm for like something with like specific licensed parts on it, it's better to farm in a higher Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. But if you're just trying to get the item in general and you don't care about the licensed parts on it, then it's better to farm at a lower one because then you can farm faster. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's nice. No, you don't gotta pay for that either. Yeah, that is one thing that's nice about disc things is because usually they don't sell all of them out freaking day one, so you can still get the day one edition stuff. So you essentially got the pre-order bonus. Because you didn't get the Firehawk's Fury part, but you did get the Gilded Glory part, which was the part of the pre-order bonus. Actually, I believe that was the whole pre-order bonus, because I believe Firehawk's Fury was part of the deluxe edition thing, the like first tier up from base. Mhm. Oh damn. That's crazy. Yeah, I also just realized I don't have a single disc-based PS5 game.
Greetings.
All my
How shall
discs
I
are
get my
PS4
banner?
games. Oh, it all depends, because, like, Walmart around here still has that bitch at, like, fucking $60, and when it's not on sale, it's 50 here on the store, so, yeah. Also, don't have to pay the store extra taxes and crap whenever it costs more going and getting the physical version. But I do need to get at least one disc-based PS5 game because I do have the disc PS5, but it's mostly just to play my PlayStation 4 games still too on it. Oh yeah. You didn't. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. So you got them for the next few hours to the resets tomorrow. They big encore boss, the weekly wildcard mission, and the location of the black market change every week. And also what's in the black market, not just the location for the black market. Oh yeah. No, it only works with overshield, that's the thing. No, that's what I said, you can't know what the true potential of that gun is without overshield. No, they are, he's just not yet. You talking about Marvel Rivals? Oh no, it's not every 2 weeks, it's every freaking half season. So, and the seasons are only, they're 2 months long now. They were 3 months, they dropped them down to 2 months. And so it's every month there should be a new character. Yeah. She's a tank. She's one of Thor's sisters. Thor and Loki. Yeah. But she's also like buff as fuck, like Thor. She's like a female Thor with fucking well, it's because like she was Odin's daughter that was fucking raised by angels, which is why she has angel wings. Right. Different universe though. But no, that Daredevil should be out soon though. I don't know what day exactly is the mid-season point. I don't remember when the season changes, but it'll be sometime during this month that he'll be out. Yeah, I can get you an exact date here in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, and they got the rights to make new original characters and to use any character from the Marvel roster, so there's unlimited character potential from them. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, Luna's an original character that they created for the game that is now in the comics from that. At some point, yeah. October 10th. So you got a couple more days. October 10th. You got a couple more days. Daredevil will be in Rivals in 2 days. Yep. Yeah, and honestly, I like his kit. I watched all the preview videos with him. I really like how he's set up. He's definitely gonna be a character that you're gonna have to learn combos and setups for sure. Yeah. Blade seemed like a very complicated character. That was the thing. Like, I saw people that were good at fighting with him, but they all had the same common problem. They'd always fucking forget that when they needed healed, they need to turn off the fucking lifesteal thing. Because it's like a mode that you'd switch on and off. So, like, I found very few people that were good at being able to turn it off whenever, like, the enemy packs were cleared and shit like that. Or, like, when everybody was long distance. The other thing I found weird about him is how his damage drop-off worked on his gun. You had to be exactly between 15 and 25 meters to get max damage with his gun. Any closer or farther than that exact range, and you're doing less damage. Yeah, so and he's the only character with a gun that's damage drop-off happens closer and farther, too. He's the only one that has that weird spot like that. Everybody else, their damage drop-off happens the farther away they are, if they have damage drop-off. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, and you gotta have, yeah, and you gotta have good spatial awareness to play with him, too. That's the other thing. And he's one of those reaction time characters. Like, you gotta have good spatial awareness and good reaction time, and maybe playing on a high sensitivity. You gotta know, like, when to switch between things with him. He's a very complicated character when it gets down to it. I believe they properly rated him. Wasn't he like a 4-star or something like that? For difficulty? For mastering him? 3-star? Okay, so he's somewhere in the middle. They might need to bump that up then. There's some characters they need to bump down, in my opinion. Like Sue, for example, Invisible Woman, she is not as complicated as they have her start out to be. Oh yeah, no. Like Jeff, for example. Before they did all the reworks and stuff. Like, now he's more complicated for sure because all the extra crap they added to him. But before they even made him more complicated, he was still more complicated than they made him out to be. They had him as a 1-star, and there's a lot going into knowing what to do with him to actually be good with him. Yeah, his controls were simple, but it was the timings and how to set everything up where he became complicated. And like, I don't think their difficulty ratings account in for strategy. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you got to be able to keep a distance and know how to fucking ricochet her hit. So the reason they have her so low is because at a long range game, she can just fucking pick everybody off. You know, and her acorns bounce off walls and shit like that. You got to really know what you're doing. Like, I actually have some things in some of my streams. I'll have to go back and find the ones where I was playing as Squirrel Girl. I'll have to clip it out. There was times where I was getting jumped by 4 people in a hallway, and I was able to make use of my acorn bounces and shit like that. I cleared that whole hallway, just me, 1v4. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of reaction time and stuff like that. Being able to aim while moving and things like that. That's stuff that I got good at actually playing Borderlands 3. Was the quick movement, fucking being in the air and aiming at the same time and stuff. Which is probably why I was so good with Squirrel Girl whenever I would play with her. And there's a lot of having to know when to time things too. So you gotta use your jump and your freaking little trap acorn before you use your freaking I believe it was on R1 ability, because that one will refresh those two and give you a freaking quick cast. And also auto reloads you, so you want to shoot your acorns out and use those abilities before you use that, because it'll automatically fill your slingshot ammo back up, and it'll freaking give you one of those abilities to use for free. So you can get like 2 jumps in a row, or you can like capture 2 people with the freaking little trap squirrel acorn thing. You know, it's really all about timing and setup and all that stuff, and like being able to get in your opponent's head. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, that's nice. I actually didn't know that about Rivals. That's in that same category as like Fortnite and stuff. Then those games that you don't need the freaking paid subscription to play online. Some Apex in you, huh? Still seeing if you can keep up with them new kids, huh? Yeah. Maybe a bit of both. Understandable. Oh yeah. Yeah. Arena's my favorite game mode on Smite. My friend Cody and his friend Thomas were really big into like squadding up together on Apex. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Huh. No, no. Oh, damn. Huh. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, if you got the time to sit there and smash through all those games and stuff, I could see it probably being worth it if you could smash through like fucking like the ones that are like this James Bond one and stuff like that, where you could really just like play the story and the side crap real quick in like probably like a week and be done with it and knock out a few of those. I could see it being worth it for a month just to play those while they're new and knock them out like that. But at that point, though, if you're going to play any of those other games that require you to, put a lot of time into them, fucking, you're better off just saving up for 2 months and buying the game outright. Fucking, yeah, no, I've freaking played Forza since the first Forza Horizon. Mm-hmm. Right.
It is done.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like the games like that, it's not worth it to fucking do the Game Pass to them unless you're just trying to like try a bunch of games and you're not actually trying to like continuously play them. It's not really worth it, and I can't see it being worth it for even more than just 1 month unless you're trying to do shit like that. Like, as a continuous service, I don't think $30 a month, even with all the shit they're doing, unless you're taking advantage of doing the Fortnite crap and you're playing all these other games constantly. Like, I don't know, no, really, it's only gonna be fucking worth it for kids. Kids is the only thing, really, the only ones who that's gonna be worth it for, because kids can game jump like a motherfucker. They get bored easy. Like, if you're a fucking parent and you fucking want to just pay fucking $30 real quick and fucking let your kid play and jump around all these different games, that's the only time I could see it being worth it. Yep. Like, I can see it for parents fucking getting kids off their back. But outside of that, I don't see it. Unless you're like a hardcore Fortnite player, in which case you probably already have that little thingy anyway. You're probably already paying like $10 for it or some shit. Yeah, yeah. They weren't making enough of it somewhere, and they need to try to find somewhere else to make it, I guess. Yeah, I heard it's coming back up, by the way, finally. I actually saw a Gamefly ad the other day. I was like, holy shit, it's alive. Yeah. Yeah, well, see, because I got an Amazon TV, so it starts playing ads as soon as I turn my TV on. And the other day I turned it on, and it was a fucking Gamefly ad. I was like, oh my god, it's alive! Yeah. That's how people are ripping off Redbox, too. Yep. Yeah, yeah, it sucked because I loved GameFly because you pay like I think it was like $6 a month. You had all these different fucking games you could play, and then on top of that, once you like, several times like fucking what was it, Injustice 2 for example. I got that game for $17 when it was brand new. You know why? Because after they send it to you and you play it, it goes down to the used price automatically. So there's several times where like I'd get a new game from them, and then I'd end up like if I liked the game, I'd end up buying it from them, but for the used price because the copy they gave me was already used by me. Yeah. That's good. He had a fish product, man. You know, they get that shit for cheap, and they just, you know, even freaking taking that hit and selling it for used, they're still making money off it. That's why they don't give you fucking shit but like peanuts when you go to sell something to them. Yeah. That's why, you know, the other day, Neil, when you were asking about selling your stuff to like GameStop or like a pawn shop, I told you it'd probably be better off trying to sell it to like an actual person on like fucking like a Facebook Marketplace type deal or something like that. Because you can get more money out of it that way. You know, definitely price that they're selling it at like GameStop and stuff like that for their used versions and sell yours cheaper than they're selling it, but like more than you'd get for selling it to them though. Like right in between there somewhere. And that's how all my friends sell their consoles. Yeah, that is fucking crazy. Hmm. Maybe it's coming back, but they haven't instituted it yet. Uh, yeah, it was only a limited time thing for season 25. Oh, no, they returned for a mid-season update just to bring people in. So it's going to be something that they bring back and get rid of on a regular basis. Damn, both the things you were excited for aren't out either anymore or yet. Hey, at least you get Daredevil in a couple days.
What's left, you ask?
You know? Jesus. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they did a update. I think it was yesterday. They did look like a couple buffs on some things. They did some bug fixes, and they made it to where the soul spires inside the hordes have a bigger radius, and when you're inside the radius, enemies start spawning actually in the radius now. So they're like not as much of a pain in the ass, and they fixed the bug that was going on where if you grabbed the damn they have a new Soul Spire boon that makes Soul Spires worth 2.5 times more Aether, but it makes them appear less. But instead of making them appear less, it was making them appear more. So they've made it to where it properly makes them appear less now. So now it's actually a viable option to get rid of fucking Spires, essentially. Not like completely, but just kind of knock them a little farther off the map. And honestly, I've been having good luck with doing soul mass perks lately. They seem to be pretty good. Like especially this one that makes you get one freaking extra soul or one extra ether per freaking little boon you picked from soul masses that drop, and then you get double the amount if it's a soul mass boon. So like you can use that to like really synergize up and get these soul masses dropping crazy ether. But honestly, a little disappointed by Bartuk a little bit. He looks like he'd have crazy mechanics, and if I guess if you're not like ready when you go to fight him, you know, it probably would matter, and he'd have crazy mechanics. But because of this whole no longer having to worry about immunity phases, bosses just get like barriers instead of immunity phases. You still, I like every time I fought him, just smashed him the fuck out. It's fucking, you know, it's just not even fucking more than 30 seconds at all. Actually, not even more than 10 seconds most of the time. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, if it wasn't for me, you know, thinking that I might be a little bit autistic, I don't think I could be handling this. But right now, what's keeping me going is I'm tired and I'm really stoned, and this is something really easy that I can do without having to think about things and freaking see big numbers go boom, you know? Yeah, just something to do. Just basically, I'm just chatting with you guys and just murdering shit. Like I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. Oh man, Borderlands 4 reference already. Damn. Did they? Yeah, oh yeah, no, and you have all the characters too unlocked and all the perks and shit too. You should for offline. Yeah. No, I was I noticed that I could still play it too even after the game ended. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then freaking, I was like, and because I had it previously downloaded on the PlayStation, right? I can put it on my PlayStation. I grabbed it when it was free, but I never played it on there. Uh, Fucking, they added the cross progression, so I could actually get all my skins from the PC and shit on my PlayStation version. You know, and fucking on the PlayStation version, and well, I know also on the Xbox version, you can play fucking multiplayer with people. Like you can hook up multiple controllers and play with each other like it's fucking Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, that's the thing is I liked multiverses, but where they screwed up was with their competitive mode. It really drove people out because like if you weren't playing for that first week, then you weren't getting up in the fucking versus very well, and like you had to fucking oh, they just went about it all wrong. I feel like because like they made it feel like you either had to pay to get characters to play against people online, or you had to fucking like uh what you call it I mean, you really had to grind out your characters and your perks and shit for online. But I liked it at first. I was doing fucking great. I fucking turned Rain Dog into a fucking monster. I was pretty fucking high ranked for the first month of that game's existence. Yeah, Yeah. Oh, it's the thing with Rain Dog was he was supposed to be a fucking support character, and I was dominating matches with him, having like the most damage and most KOs at the end of the match with a fucking support character. Because of the way I had my perks set up and stuff. Also, Matthew, if you are watching, I'm just mindlessly droning out on things right now. And I require my mercenaries to do so. That's why I did not accept your party invite, my good sir. But feel free to hop in the Discord if you're here watching or not. I don't know if you can hear or if you were just sending me a random invite. I messaged him and told him to join the Discord. Yes and no. I guess a lot of the stuff that you used to get from the subscription, they give you free now. From somebody that's trying to get me to get back in the game was telling me all this stuff, and I was like, I don't know. But, like, still deters me because, like, some of the stuff is still locked, and, like, I wouldn't have all my bank space because I had bank space that was acquired with their little season thingy. The Matthew. What's the echo? What are you up to right now, Matthew? Oh, yeah? I gotcha. How far can they get up in the pit now? There's an echo going on right now. You might need to unplug and replug the mic, Matthew. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Getting places, doing
Here's
things.
some steel you need.
Oh, hard dog, hard dog, hard dog. Ugh. Oh, somebody messed with my damn... Oh, at least it was one that I was already using. Oh, I should have bumped that up a level. That's whatever. So, for the pulverized druid for right now, Matthew, I'm not running Tybalt's Will like most people are. I got these fucking crazy good Chaos pants that I'm rocking. It's actually the first piece of Chaos gear that I had dropped for me this season. And it's been the best one that I've found so far. I found a lot of Chaos gear, but all of them are for other builds. Like, I found a lot of this fucking one for the werewolf builds. Or werewolf related shit. In fact, I got this Lupine's, whatever the fuck it's called, one and like 3 different pieces of gear. Like it's 3 different armor pieces. Yeah, but the piece that I got as pants are normally a ring. So I got like offensive abilities on some pants that are normally defensive. This shit's crazy. I do need to remaster work it because freaking I don't really need the freaking passive that I got fucking plus 13 in to have plus 13 into it. Yeah, I don't need fucking an extra 13 predatory instinct. All it does is increase my crit chance to close targets, but I have something that guarantees crit, so kind of counterintuitive. I need to re-roll it and get all the masterwork crits that I have in it into fucking freaking preferably I think it's like wild shift or something, quick shift. So that'll come at a time. So these pants are nice as fuck. Big ass damage though. Showing off, bro. Almost made himself throw up trying to build that shit up. You could hear it. Sound like a baby bird about to fucking. Sound like a bird about to throw up its food for its babies. That's wild. Yeah. Fucking. There's a guy. There's a guy this season that cleared up hit 100 with the Death Trap Rogue in 40 seconds.
See some
This
steel
guy.
you need.
Meta, I never met her. You just gotta find good interactions and build setups that aren't reliant on a broken interaction that might get fixed one day. That's all. Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably. People are just now discovering that the frickin' bod with torque stickies is good, and fucking I've been saying that shit like all fucking week, because the bod's what's in my black market this week. Oh yeah, not. Well, it's a fucking reference to dad bod too. I don't know if you noticed all the things it says are dad jokes. Yeah, man, enjoy your food. But yeah, like all the things it says are dad jokes, and it's called the bod, so it's literally a dad bod. That's the whole reference of the fucking gun. But I've been using on my Amen. I've been using one that has torque stickies, and that thing's fucking so nice. Yeah, I don't even have any gun damage bonuses really. Like I have like very minimal gun damage bonuses in my build, and that thing still cleans up. And hmm, am I? Okay. Yeah, what the fuck's this portal thing? Got a portal thingy that looks like a Herodic strong room. I don't know how I feel about this. It is a Herodic portal. What the fuck? Well, what the hell happens in strong rooms fucking in the chaos season? It's kinda... I mean, what's the point of them? You don't get... There's no Herodic knowledge to fucking get. You know? They give you Obfuscite or something. Not to find out. Oh, they were part of the fucking season for last thing. Once you start trying to fucking remaster work and... Yeah. Weren't you complaining about not getting chaos uniques? Yeah. They're just not doing it as well as it could, because the chaos uniques will put it over the threshold that you could get off the regular version. Alright. But specifically, every eighth being different, though. You know, to prevent getting fucking used to. Yeah. Right. Could you imagine a fucking a pound multi-sort pack where every eighth was different? So was that like fucking 24 different fucking strains there then? Well, yeah, cause you know there's 4 quarters in a quarter pound or an ounce, right? And you get 4 ounces in a quarter pound. So every quarter pound would be fucking 24 different strains. Well, it'd be 96 strains total for the whole town. So you get 24 every quarter pound. Oh, I definitely didn't do this one right, but hey, it's whatever. Oh, they changed up the meter. Yeah, you get Obdicite and stuff from it. That's wild. Okay. Something like that. Right. What's that? A venereal disease? Nope. Ain't nobody got the venereal diseases in here, bro. We don't got your clout disease. Mm. Yeah, steal Thena's clout. She has a following in my shorts. I got more comments about cute doggies than what actually happens in the shorts. Grenade bar? What? Sounds like some fucking shit Twerk would make. Whoa, whoa. That's crazy. Good job. You're learning. No, that's when you should have hit him with the, oh wait, I'm sorry. Which one was it? Slash, which was your favorite?
My hammer sings on your return.
Oh, hey. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Use it well. May your road be
Wait,
filled
I gotta
with
break that
wonders.
ring. Never mind, ring. I can't save you. I have to destroy you for your power. What's up, Matthew? Hold on. Let me leave this thing and come back real quick. Okay. Am I still cutting out?
Masterful work. I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
I feel like there's some deeper seated issues going on.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Oh, they're all in the freaking movement speed.
Use it well. Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
What the fuck are you talking about? So, I think the man has delusions. I am an adult. Oh, Jesus. Very many. What fucking question is that? If you fucking ask somebody if their mom's hot and they say yes, there's something you gotta ask afterward. Cause like they shouldn't be thinking about their mom like that. I highly doubt Ellie was that big when she came out. Pretty sure. Like, I'm sure things had to happen to get her to that point. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. That's crazy. I can't say much. Me and my uncle used to tell my dog Harley, because when he'd get in the way of our freaking, like, we were making a shop, right, and Harley would keep getting in the fucking way of us, so we used to tell him we were gonna eat him if he didn't quit getting in the way. We were freaking Yorkshire Farms, we have the meats. Yeah, Harley's a Yorkie. Old ass Yorkie. No. All of the ones I have are in a form that don't need grinding. That's no Yeah. Well, all depends. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it for a different reason. I don't like the taste of black licorice. Both, both of them are no for me. And I don't do black licorice. I like mint. I don't like black licorice. Very distinct difference in those tastes. One of those is delicious, and the other one's fucking nasty. No offense to you if you like black licorice. Everybody likes what they like. No, I'm talking about people listening to my streams and stuff too. If you like black licorice, nothing bad against you. You like what you like. I just think that it's disgusting. He's also never heard of it.
It is done.
Like when you mentioned it to me and Kat earlier, and we were like, "The fuck are you talking about?" Never heard of Moxie soda. I think it might be more of a regional thing too. Might be a thing that's in your region, you know. Oh damn! I just got chaos armor out of a random fucking Tree of Whispers cache. I got a chest piece. I got a Banished Lord's Talisman as a chest. That's crazy. Not as good as my Insatiable Fury, though. My fucking +9 Iron Fur over here. But it does have a GA and core skills. And of course, you know, the bottom thing's gonna be amped up to maximum top thing, so your critical strikes that overpower deal 72% increased damage. Well, it's definitely easier to do some stuff. Like, I've barely been playing them already, freaking Paragon 175. That's what it's seeming like. And, like, you don't have to hunt down the Lilith statues anymore. They gave Matthew the Lilith statues at the beginning, and he didn't collect them all. And they gave us a freeze. Almost messed up. He starts to slip. You know what? You ask your dad about that. Oh man, somebody messed with my damn incense again. Okay, once again though, it was a incense that fucking I'm using, so it's good. I didn't have to like redo my incense. All it did was restart the timer on one of them. But now my timers are all fucking mismatched.
I'm with you, friend.
Right. I do too. 'Cause I have not eaten since like 11 o'clock a.m. And it is now 11:31 p.m. I mean, to be fair, I'd be alright till tomorrow. But I want to eat. Well, let me go back to it. But I used to do was it like intermittent fasting or whatever, where I just like eat one really big meal a day. I was I was doing that for a while, and that was actually doing really good for me. But I like food a lot, so it's a thing. Also, it did fuck me up starting my stream so late too. Oh yeah, 'cause I was supposed to be. Oh, I gotta get a little more time in for the stream, but I was supposed to already be getting off this game by this time. But it didn't start till like 9 something. So I gotta play a little longer. We were chatting it up. All intense like earlier. Parody. No, I did. That's why I said parody. I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight just in case I'm gone by the time you get back. Yeah. Hole driller. Yeah, that's another reason why I need to get off here soon. Is because I gotta get up in the morning to do some of that stuff before the reset happens. Actually, I wanted to do the weekly wildcard mission again because the gun they're giving us for it is the Star Helix. I wanted to see if I could get a better roll. Actually, I really like the Star Helix in this game. I didn't really care for it, and like it wasn't bad, but I just didn't care for it in Borderlands 3. I like the way it works in 2, or not 2, but 4. I really like the way it works in 4. I like being able to switch between the horizontal and the vertical fucking bullet fucking pincher pattern. Because like some enemies the horizontal works better on, and other enemies the freaking vertical works better on. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do before I go? I'm gonna do a freaking cord compass here. Did I show you that gun that I found? The slutty kinky kitty? Yeah. Yeah, that one's in my bank. And where it will remain for the rest of its days. No, you gotta be, you gotta pay attention. That one that I gave you is a fucking kinetic one. The fire damage shit you see is not for the bullets, it's for the fucking flamethrower. Just like if a gun, just like if a gun spawns with the underbarrel taser, it's gonna show that it does electric damage over time on the tooltip, but that's from the taser, not the bullets. Oh yeah. Ooh, I got a Vlad off with a freaking underbarrel that you can stack the bullets with on the thing, and it has the Jacob's ricochets. That shit looks crazy. I was using it on the fucking back hive just to test it out when I found it on my stream the other day. And the ricochet, the ricochets were ricocheting so many bullets that it was still showing bullets ricocheting off it when I stopped pulling the trigger. Yeah, like no, 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 no. It was a just a random purple fucking Vladoff submachine gun with an underbarrel flamethrower, but it also had the Jacob's ricochet. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about in my video. You can do that with any of the underbarrel crap, freaking Vladoffs that you can switch between it and have different firing modes and all that crap. Because the interaction comes from switching between the two firing modes while pulling the trigger with that box hose and that other thing on the enhancement. It's specifically the enhancement's interaction with the Vladoff things that's making it stack the projectiles. It works literally the same way as using the terror bullet stacking shit from Borderlands 3. It's just that the Burt's Bees was the most broken interaction that I found with it, but it also multiplies the bees. Ooh. Two really good Master's choices. I'm gonna go to Masters have a chance to reform on death. Man, too bad I didn't get 3 times Aether Lord shit before this. There's both of y'all. Ooh. Yeah, I think what's happening is you guys are talking about 2 different generations of people, and that's why you guys don't know who each other are talking about. Something's gross. It sounds so gross. Man, this would be a great fucking Infernal Horde run if I had a full group of people. Actually got some good booms to synergize. My slow ass can't take advantage of them. I'm already at 801 Aether on 8 rounds. And I'm not even finished with this round. I thought you were still playing it and making a new character. Oh, wait, because of the Xbox Pass. No, he's still gonna play it online, he's just saying. Yeah, he's saying he can still play it. That was part of the games he was lifting up, but he could still play. It's just he won't be able to stream it without, like, doing it in bad quality. Yeah, and he'd appreciate, you know, you guys playing it more.
You will find only your own death.
No damn. Got Earthbreaker as pants now. I'm finding some crazy chaos uniques. Yeah, no, you're good. I'm not too far behind you here. This is the last thing I was doing before I got off here. Oh god. I'll decide what to do with these later. Alright, everybody, thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like and that subscribe button. I do stream every day, and we stream all kinds of different things around here. We'll be getting into some spooky stuff this season, of course, because it is spooky season, but for now, our main focus is our Diablo 4 and Borderlands 4, which I will be streaming starting tomorrow morning, some Borderlands 4 before the reset stuff, before I go hunting down that black market after the reset. And, of course, making my black market video for the week. Thank you all and have a great night. I am pressing everything but the right